Hey, hi everyone, Rahul Ray this side, and we are back with another update for our hackathon project. In this video, I'm going to show you how we are using Junie, the coding agent provided by JetBrains, in our project. So Junie is a coding AI agent just like Copilot. It is provided by JetBrains only, so it works like a charm in all the IntelliJ products. And I just wanted to share how we are using it in our current project and how it helps us shipping our features as fast as possible. So we needed to implement pagination on our join room screen. Right now it is not there, and we are just collecting from the snapshot altogether. So we will implement pagination on that particular screen. So I have just collected some clips while doing that particular thing. I'm just going to show you how it actually worked for us. So this is the function fetch rooms that I'm using to query rooms based on display ID, room state and all. So we need to make changes to this particular function itself to make it paginated one. So let's start. So let's see. So yes, so this is the function that we are using it, and I'll simply add for setting some context. I have added the file to do the prompt, and I am just simply writing a simple prompt to make to update this function such that it implements pagination as well. And once I'm done, I'll simply hit enter, and it will start processing, sending some LM request and all. And after a while, it will make some changes to my code base, and we will simply see how what changes it has done. Okay, so now you can see that it has updated this particular function where it basically updates my query. So whatever query I am building based on display ID and room state, it updates my query to order the room entities by ID in descending order, and also it defines a page size, so which we will see how it is being used. Then it checks for a cursor, so I can see that it is using the cursor approach to implement pagination. And when the query is ready, it will so if the cursor is there, it will simply ask for whatever items are there after that particular cursor. So maybe this cursor is basic nothing but the ID of the last received item in the list. And for the first time, this will be null. So for the first time there will be no cursor, and it will simply go ahead and fetch the, let's say if the page size is 20, so it will fetch the first 20 items. And for the next cursor, it basically starts from after that 20 items. So this is what this start after does, and this is provided by Firebase SDK itself. Okay, now after that we get the items, we map it to our model classes, and then okay, so it introduced a page result data class as well, which basically wraps our items with the next cursor, whichever it is for that particular page result. Cool. Now since our function is updated, we need to use this function now. Right now we have to update the implementation of how we are consuming this fetch rooms, because earlier we were simply getting the list of rooms, but now we are getting a page result, and we also need to update our logic of fetching new items in batches. Okay, now I'll simply add one more prompt that now use this particular function and update my other implementation just to make it to fetch rooms on my join room screen. And again it has started sending some requests, and after a while, yeah, okay, now we can see that these many files are updated, and now we will go through each of them and see what changes it has done. So first of all, we can see that it is observing on the cursor, and based on the cursor it is basically rendering a button. Ideally it should be detecting the last item automatically and make the next API call. But for now, we are good with this because we are mainly interested in the core logic of pagination and not the way it behaves right now. So we will improve this in the next step. Okay. So on the basis of next cursor, it shows the button. If next cursor is not null, it means there are some pages to fetch available. Okay, now let's go to the view model, and here we are saying that our logic is a bit updated. So we can see that it has introduced some more state flows like next cursor and is loading, and it also persists and it also monitors a job. So definitely there will be multiple API calls, so it has assigned it to a job. And yeah, then we have defined a page size of 20. Okay, and initially for initial node we are just calling this refresh function. Now this refresh function is basically resetting all of the parameters. So if there is an active job running, it will cancel it, resetting the rooms and next cursor state flow, and then it calls the next page. This next page, these are some basic validations. Then it basically starts a new job, and in that particular job it makes the API call, updates the list, and if an exception is occurred, it will simply print it as of now, and then when everything is done, it will simply hide the loader. Okay, now let's see our okay, so this is how our next cursor will be updated every time. So for every API call, it will return us some items with some new next cursor, and this next cursor is basically the ID of the last received item. And yeah, this cursor is basically being checked over here. Now let's see how if this works in action or not. We have started. Okay, let's launch it. Let's go to the join room screen. Okay, we cannot see list of items. Let's check the logs. Okay, and cool, we can see that there is some failure over here, fetch rooms page failure, and it is asking us to create some index. So we are basically for to implement pagination in Firebase, we need to define some indexes on the basis of which we need to paginate. So we have not created that yet. So we will simply go to this particular link, and it is asking us to create the index. It will since we are using the ID attribute, so it is these are the fields updated. So for example, ID room state, because we also need the filtering of room state, right? That it should not be finished. So that's why it has indicated that, and we will simply go ahead and create it. Now we'll just wait for a while. Yeah, now index is created. We will go again and check if it is working. Yeah, now it is working. Now you can see that we can see list of items, but there are only 5 items. I will go ahead and create some more rooms, and then we will check. Okay, now I can see there are a lot more rooms over here, but still I cannot see the load more button. Okay, maybe the issue is with the page size. I'll simply reduce the page size to 2 for now, just to see the load more button. And it has launched on a different device. No worries. Yeah, now we can see the load more button, and you can see that page size is 2, and doing load more is basically appending the next set of items in our existing rooms list. Yeah, so this is how we have quickly implemented pagination. This took me around half an hour to do all of those things, because a lot of my time was saved of reading the documentation and doing some research. Okay, so apart from this, Nikhil has already shared some videos regarding some more updates that we have included, revenue CAD SDK and all. And and at the moment we have also submitted the application for iOS on App Store. Currently it is in review, so once it is approved, we will share that with you also to give it a try. Okay, I guess that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more future updates. Thank you.